Good day, good people. Energized Coach coming to you again. Always in the interest of trying to do whatever it is that I can do to help my people do whatever they need to do to be able to improve their energy. Uh, I often get accused at times when I get extremely excited, especially when I'm feeling real good, and I start talking fast, and sometimes I have to slow down. And sometimes I wonder, what is it, or what are all the things that's going on with me that helps me be able to have the energy that I have to be able to do a lot of things that I do. Even right now, I can even feel myself as I'm talking because I'm so excited. Because every time I have an opportunity to be able to share some of the things that I do with those that I care about and be able to help them be able to do things to improve their energy, because you have a purpose. And in order for you to fulfill that purpose, you can't spend a lot of times, which I've shared in many videos, sleeping, because sleeping is not good for you, because sleeping is going to take years off your life rather than add to your life. You get whatever it is that you need, 6 to 8 hours, depending on your age. If you're younger, you need more because your body is growing. And the things that you need to be able to give you what you need to be able to wake up and, again, fulfill that purpose that you have in life. And so one of the things that I thought about, I guess because I've been doing it for so long, is that I have a step counter. It's supposed to be a Fitbit that I wear around my wrist, and it allows me to count my steps. And also, this particular Fitbit also monitors my heart rate. It tells me what my resting heart rate is, to tell me what is, when I'm at rest, my heart rate and what it does and how is it, whether it's optimal for a man my age, or what it is that I may need to do in order to be able to change that. It also allows me to, it also helps monitor my sleep. It tells me when I'm in various cycles of sleep, to light sleep, REM standing for rapid eye movement, or deep sleep. And the time that you spend in each one of those come with benefits that you can be able to do. So this Fitbit is good in so many ways that it helps you monitor or hold yourself accountable to what it is that you're doing. I'm not sure if any of you may have saw any of my recent videos that I've shared in regards to, say, kidney health, or what it is with your kidneys, because although many people want to be able to stay healthy because they want to keep their brains intact, they want to be able to see, smell, taste, or talk and hear. They want to be able to feel with their hands, of course, along their body. So make sure the heart is right, make sure the lungs function properly, making sure they got proper liver functioning, make sure they got proper pancreas functioning, making sure your intestines and your gut and all are working properly, and everything is functioning fine. And of course, if you have those things functioning fine, you'll be able to do whatever it is that you need to do as far as a human being, a person who is the most intelligent being on the planet, be able to do whatever is necessary to, again, to fulfill your purpose here on this planet. And so I recall a couple of years ago at the school that I was working at, where I was going through and I was, kind of encouraging folks to talk about how often they walk. You don't necessarily have to have the Fitbit. I mean, Fitbit has, if you download it, Fitbit has an app that you can have on your phone. And if you have your phone on your body, you can open up the app. You can see how many steps that you're taking in your Fitbit app. And so there's really no real excuse on it. And of course, it doesn't just have to be for your Apple phones. It also works with the Androids as well. So there's really no excuse to be able to, whether you can count your steps or not. There's many ways that you can do it. I typically have used Fitbit. Well, I didn't use Fitbit at first, but I later on took on Fitbit. And then from doing it from my phone, I also started doing it from my watch, from my Fitbit camera watch as well. It also helps you do various exercises that you want to do, like if you're doing the elliptical, if you're running on the treadmill, if you're actually running, if you're biking, if you're going up and down steps. It also counts the amount of steps I go up and down, and things of that nature. So I do all of this and have all these things going on in regards to stepping and all of these other things that I have going on, because it is something that allows me to kind of in a way, in a low impact way, get exercise. And so, and doing so and getting the exercise necessary to be able to function and do the things, I was often wondering, okay, well, we need to exercise. And then going back to what I was talking about regarding the kidneys, uh, our kidneys don't really get things circulating through it like our, let's say, our blood does. Our blood has our heart, with our pumps, right? And our heart pumps blood, and if our heart didn't pump our blood, our brain wouldn't get the oxygenated blood or nutrient-rich blood that we need in order to be able to function. Because once we don't have blood to our brain for a certain amount of time, then we're gone. I mean, there are people who get to the point where they call it brain dead, but once you get past brain dead, that's it. You're gone. You're no longer living within this realm of existence anymore. And so it had me think, okay, so what is it that's going to help the kidneys? Well, what helps the kidneys? The kidneys are usually what's called the lymphatic system. It's kind of that system like when you get burnt and you get that white, clear fluid that gets inside of the burn that you have. That's lymphatic fluid. And that lymphatic fluid is designed to clean your system out of toxins. And the way it works is, as it goes through your kidneys, it has a real way of getting there, say through the heart pumping the blood, but you utilizing your muscles, forcing the fluid to go through your body so that it can take those toxins, go through your kidneys, and of course be excreted through your urine. Now, so it had me think, okay, I do all these little things. I fast, I drink the green tea, I sun gaze, I recently found out about the grounding. I talk about shungite. I talk about shungite a lot because with 5G about this fully saturate our dynamic as far as people not only in the streets or where we go, because of in the households. Some of us have in our households already with the advent of the smart meter. If you have a meter that doesn't have the little wheel that goes around and has those little mini dials on it, that's the analog. The one that has the digital readout, that's a smart meter. And that smart meter is using 5G network coming from satellites that are out in space to be able to read your meter. That's how in some cases they can terminate your electricity service from that signal. And there are times where they turn your signals, send the signal to turn your service back on. It causes that meter at times combust, catch on fire, which really can catch your house on fire. So 5G already exists. And so in doing so, there's things that we can do for ourselves, or things that we can be able to, how can I say, keep ourselves as healthy as possible. And in doing so, living sedentary lifestyles are not one. I mean, don't get me wrong, yes, we all want to go to school, be educated, be able to do whatever is necessary to be able to help us be able to live and make a living off of what it is that we enjoy doing. But in doing so, sometimes we can add a detriment to ourselves if we don't incorporate any type of either healthy eating or a exercise regimen. Not something that has to be intense, but something regarding walking to be able to help us be able to stay healthy. Some of the research that I've found in regards to walking, it's found that some people who work in an office may do an average of maybe about 3,000 steps, which is not really good at all, because in doing so, they're not really giving your body the necessary movement of the lymphatic fluid to be able to not only keep your kidneys healthy, but to be able to rid your body of the toxins that make you tired and fatigued and not giving you the energy that you need. Again, to fulfill your purpose. I don't care if you sit at a desk or if you're working in a construction company, you're going to need the energy from somewhere, and if you're not taking care of yourself to do so, you're not going to be able to have the energy to be able to fulfill not just those duties, but whatever other duties that you have as a person, or as a family, or living a life, again, fulfilling your purpose on this planet. So what I found is, when you get Fitbit, it comes defaulted already with an average of getting 10,000 steps a day. Now some people are like, wow, 10,000 steps, that's a lot. I mean, when you think about it, what do I do to get 10,000 steps? Well, there's so many ways or so many opportunities for you to be able to do so, because there's so much that you can do in a day. I mean, if you have work, if you have things that you're doing, you go back and forth the file. Some people got people working for them. Well, maybe take over some of those tasks yourself. See, people are, what I do as a teacher, navigating the building, instead of catching the elevator. There are people who have to take an elevator because they have injuries or things that are going on with their body that it makes them hard to be able to navigate the steps easily. So I understand you need to have to use it. But if you don't have to, if you're working perfectly healthy, perfectly fine, the legs fine, you don't have any issues that are causing problems, where there are things that you can do, some lifestyle things you can do with that as well, changing your food, some grounding, some sun gazing, or whatever it is, to be able to help you get a remedy for those issues that you're having. But if you don't, you can go up and down steps, go up and down the steps. If you have some place you need to go, instead of sending someone to go do it, go do it yourself if you have the opportunity to do so. I myself, even in my practice as a teacher, I really sit down because, I'm so excited about what it is that I do. Now, going a little bit further, there's several benefits that come from walking outside of the fact that it gives you your overall health. Some of them that I looked up, it gives you good heart health. Of course, by keeping your heart moving or what have you, you're getting that pressure. Now you're getting that, again, that nutrient-rich, oxygen-rich blood going through your veins. It can help with stronger muscles and bones. You don't have to have that intense exercise that you have when you're at the gym, when you have to do blood, you're sweating, you're getting intense or what have you. Although that is good. I mean, please, I don't want to undermine that at all, but everybody will have the resource to be able to kind of always do that. But if you can just take a walk, that will also help you as well. Help lung function and decrease the volume of your lungs. I mean, who doesn't want to increase the volume of lungs? I also found out, maybe part of the reason why not only do I have the energy, but I also talk fast is walking also encourages brain health and boosts your brain function. And so a lot of times I think about what it is that I do when I'm teaching math. And then in doing so, I know that there's things that I do to increase my brain function. I know that's something that's not particularly popular. One of the things I noticed about this generation of children, not only with the advent of the cell phone, but also with the advancement of video games. I mean, I played video games as a kid as well, but that doesn't mean that it has to be something that I'm doing all the time. I mean, along with playing video games, I also got outside and I played sports with my friends. We played football, basketball, baseball. I mean, things that we do outside. We ride our bikes. We did things that will encourage us to exercise all the time. So I don't see a lot of that going on today. I mean, I do see kids riding their bikes, but I mean, for some reason, I tend to have seen more, but not seen as much. But now that we're older, maybe not have time to ride a bike because of all of the responsibilities and things that you do as an adult. But there are things that you can do to be able to encourage you to have energy to be able to do, again, fulfilling your purpose here on earth. You have a purpose, whether you know it or not. And it's not to be sitting around because you're smart and you want to, sit here and do all this work. No. A part of that is you taking care of you, and in doing so, getting out and doing something to make sure you move your body so that you can stay healthy. Some of the other things that I found out with is I often wonder, they're taking that old person for a walk. I wonder, why is it that they force them to do so? Now I understand that walking can also reduce the chances of early onset of Alzheimer's and dementia. Again, brain functioning. So that way you don't have to have your grandparents or older people in your life have to suffer from these conditions. Taking them for a walk can help them reduce the chances of these things happening. I mean, there's so many benefits that come from digestive health. Now, there's something that I really didn't want to share, but I noticed that when I'm walking and make sure if I got enough sleep, I'm walking and I'm doing all these things, I tend to have to take a number 2 at least 3 times a day. I've cleansed my body, I've detoxed, and so nothing's around. I used to be lactose intolerant. I'm no longer lactose intolerant. Now I drink milk, I'm fine. I have no issues. And so what it is that I do, I drink a lot of water. I drink about 78 ounces of water a day, and I do all these other things. But along with that, I don't just ingest things and go stay in the bathroom for an extensive period of time. I actually walk and I actually do things. I have things that I do around here all the time. And so therefore, I'm never in a dull moment where there's nothing I need to do. So my point in saying that is, there's so many things that you can do to be able to help improve your health, for your purpose. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you just take on certain things, make some lifestyle changes in regards to your activity levels and what are the things that you can do. Getting 10,000 steps in. And if you don't have a Fitbit, that's fine. Go to the App Store or the Google Play Store and download the app, put it on your phone, and start counting your steps today. Whatever it is that you need to do. And you feel like you're drained and don't have a lot of energy, and you need to do something about that, because you have a purpose on this planet, and you cannot feel that purpose on this planet if you don't have the energy to be able to do so. So, with that being said, this is Energized Coach coming through with another tip on what it is that I do to be able to get the energy that I get. And a part of that is making these steps that I get, counting my steps every day, making sure I'm consuming enough water to be able to allow my body to function the way it's supposed to, and be able to operate in a manner in which I understand what my purpose is in life. So should you. I love you. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.